Okay, let's proceed. Net assets of PO, an acquisition. We have share capital. Then we have retained earnings. So the share capital of PO is 560. So that is 560. It remains as 560. But retained earnings, PO when it was acquired, PO had a retained earnings of 140,000, which is a positive. 140,000, which is a positive. Then at the end of the year, that is reporting date, PO had 448. So PO had 448. So we can add and see the net assets, yeah, of PO. Just add, that is 700. Yes, 700. Yeah. Then that is add 560, 448, 560 and 448, 1008, 1008. Okay, so what does it mean? It means the post-acquisition profits, post-acquisition profits of PO were, just subtract 100 that minus 700, 308. So that was $308,000. So $308,000. That was post-acquisition profits. So that is the information we have, yeah, for the net assets. For the net assets. Let me format it very well so that you can be able to see it. Yeah, so that is that. Okay, so step number next, that is step number 3. Step number 3, what we do, we compute goodwill. Working number 3, let's compute goodwill. And goodwill is that is goodwill in LA, because that is LA, that is a subsidiary, and goodwill is computed in a subsidiary, not in a I mean, goodwill is computed in the subsidiary, even in the associate. But most importantly, with associate, we compute investment in associate. Goodwill, you compute it when you are told that goodwill in associate was impaired, because we are only interested in the impairment loss. We are not interested in what? In goodwill. We are interested in the value of the associate. So cost of investment, cost of investment, how much was paid to acquire La? 600 and, remember, 644,000. So we put 644, then we less share of net assets, that is 80%, 80% of the net assets. The net assets, that is 784. 784 net assets in La. 784. Yeah, 784. Yeah. Then what does that give us? it gives us 80% of 784. 80% of 784, 627.2. That is 627, 627.2. And say point 2. Let's also put here 0.0. But we have 3 zeros. When we subtract that, we get goodwill. Goodwill, that is 627 minus 644, 16.8. That is 16.8. So that is goodwill. Parents goodwill, because if we are using the moment we are using fair value of full goodwill method, then it's important that we use full goodwill method. Yeah, and it's important that we use the full goodwill method, and which splits the goodwill to the parent and to the subsidiary. Okay, so we add goodwill to the subsidiary, and the format says we do this fair value of NCI. Fair value of NCI. We are told that NCI was valued at 157,000. NCI was valued at 157,000 at the beginning. So we say 157, then we less NCI share of net assets. NCI share of net assets, that is 20% of the net assets. The net assets is 784. So that is 784. And that one gives us 20% of 784. 156.8. 156.8. 156.8. So when we subtract this, what do we get? We get, remember we are subtracting, we get goodwill, but in relation to NCI. And that one gives us 157 minus 156.8. You get 0.2. So that is 0.2. That is the goodwill in the subsidiary. Yeah, the goodwill goodwill share to subsidiary. So when we add this one, it gives us 16.8. That is 17. Yeah, 17. So 17,000. Remember, we are keeping 3 zeros. 17,000 is our goodwill, our total goodwill to both. Total, yeah, goodwill. Total goodwill. Yeah. So that is our total goodwill in La. Now we continue working number 3, number 4, working number 4. Now working number 4, we said we have to compute NCI. Then working number 5, we compute group reserves. but we have the associate. Associate will be working number, I think, 6. So let's go to working number 4, NCI. But before we compute NCI, we need to look at if there is anything just here. If there are some trading, if there is some trading between the entities. We have some trading between the entities, no trading between the entities. So we just directly go to NCI. NCI computation. So our NCI computation, we have share of net assets, share of net assets on acquisition. And it is 20%, yeah, of net assets. So, 784. So we say times 784, and that one gives us what? What does that give us? It gives us how much? 20% of 784, 156.8. 156.8. Then we add share of post acquisition profits. Yeah, share of post acquisition profits. Post acquisition profits. That is 20% times the post acquisition profits, 658. 658. That one gives us how much? So 658 times 0.2, 131.6. 131.6. Yeah. So that is that is the value of NCI. We add 156.8 to 88.4 to 88.4. That is our value of NCI. This one we shall take it to balance sheet. Working number 5, we can compute group reserves. Before we compute group reserves, okay, yeah, it's okay. Let's compute group reserves. Reserves. The workings are becoming so many. Let's first have just a break of like 30 seconds or 1 minute. Then we come back. We could do complete group reserves. Just a short break, 1 minute.